Okay. It's been a while since I blogged. I'm gonna stick my face in there, prove it's me. But the contrast is all wrong with what I'm doing here. Because what I want to do is video the sky. So I don't know if it's gonna be any good, but we've just had some respectable lightning flashes and some really good rumbles. So quite a ways off. So I'm kind of hoping that we'll see this come this way. This would be the direction. That's with north, south, east, west, so southwest. So we've got weather rolling in from off the New South Wales coast coming up our way. It's perfect. I've done this before and I've been right and I've been wrong, but I've done this before. It's perfect hail weather. We've had very hot temperatures, 33 centigrade, which is 100 Fahrenheit, and high humidity. We are subtropical here. But we haven't had, and not that I want to see power lines down and windows broken and cars damaged, no. And when the hail and the thunder and the bad storms come, we haven't had one this year, but when they come, there's a lot of stress on the systems, power goes out, a lot of things happen. So I'm hoping that sky will light up as I catch up a little bit. So today is, it's Tuesday, 2021 today, maybe, I think so. No, it's Wednesday. See, shows you how much I know. So I'm not really, it is Wednesday. I believe it's the 1921, I think it's the 22nd. I might be wrong about that. But I'm somewhere in there. I am keeping my appointments. Just I don't have anything to do today except be Gracie's taxi driver, which is way cool. So the world, it's been a while since I've commented. I don't have any bikes out as projects. I'm not working on anything. I'll get out of the way and we'll watch this guy. I'm not cleaning, polishing, repairing, refurbishing anything in my shop right now. I put everything away and cleaned up for Christmas, New Year's, and call it the Christmas holidays. So things kind of went back to school at the end of January. So we're almost at the end of February. We are at the end of February. So I've just been occupied enough to not get a project out and put it on a hoist. Every bike needs a cleaning, everything needs something done with it. The Norton 650 that I've spoken about, is a project I'd like to do, but I'm not gonna start it now. But just simply, there's too many things around us going on, and I don't like having these old machines in pieces. Now, it also means I have room in my shed. So I don't have that part of where basically what the workshop area, I don't have anything there, so I can store. I've got a sidecar, a big BMW, and a fast little quad over there with a bunch of power tools. And so that frees up this room. All the bikes are put away. Summer's not the best time to ride here. It gets really hot. I don't really care to do much riding when it's been raining a lot, though I did a nice couple-hour ride yesterday with Big G. Went to our old coffee spot in Kenilworth. Beautiful country here, beautiful, beautiful place for a bike. But when it rains, it is so predictable that we're not built for the amount of rain. It doesn't. We do get almost over 2 meters of rain here a year, but it doesn't come over a long period of time. So the systems aren't built for it, and we get a lot of, especially on the back blacktops, the hinterland, you'll get water flows across the road or down a hill So, and it's all often on corners and often on roundabouts, where the big rainfalls brought the gravel onto the road. I call it marbles. And so if it has been raining, which it's been threatening to rain, last couple of days after about 3 or 4 days of really intense heat, so I will put off riding. Yesterday was a good ride. Everything was right. If you know what you're looking for, the marbles won't catch you, but it is not a great thing. A lot of people get hurt that way. A lot of people decide biking's not for them after hitting a patch of marbles. So it looks like this, as soon as I turned the video on, the sky quieted down. So here in Australia, the vaccine has come in. The first person, I believe, I could be wrong here, the first person to get the jab, I believe to have been the Prime Minister, Scott Morrison. Politics here, like other places, is not an active process where people have good ideas and want to get elected to put those ideas in. It's all about getting elected because they're bad. And it does matter. Here we have the two major parties are the Liberals and the Labor. And of course the Labor being the trade union movements, which would in many ways make them the left, you know, pensions and good work conditions and maternity leave. I heard something today which made me smile. Somebody somewhere in this country in the government is flying a paternity leave bill. So when your pet gets sick, you get time off. And I'm not certain, I know there are paternity leaves, but at the time of a birth, I think the woman gets up to 2 years off, man. Truly, it's that liberal. And I think men are now getting months off to be with the kids. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I know from a point of a commercial business point of view, it's very costly because the government makes these rules that make the business pay for it. So thus what they do is they push into a market of part-time. Nobody's full-time with full benefits. Everyone's part-time. And that's what the economy here is. People play that game. So rather than have 20 full-time staff, you have 30 part-time staff. So that allows, and it's a good thing. You get the, like, especially in a female's position, 1 or 2 or 3 women can do one job and they can work amongst themselves. I've seen this work. And they schedule themselves under the blessings of the employer so that the work gets done, but it's between the 3 of them. So this week one might want more hours and the other one's off. So there's never a struggle, and that can work, but it also leads to a very costly system, which is where we are right now in this country. The United States, well, I mean, hallelujah. Orange man's gone. Everything bad has ended. St. Biden has come in, and I'm so thankful that he hasn't answered all this terrible stuff that's been going on. So I'm still waiting for that, for what's going to happen. Again, what did I just say? I don't see anything being said that's like, here, this is how we do it. It's like, no, those guys did it wrong, those guys did it wrong, those guys did it wrong. So, you know, enough of that. The hypocrisy is so blatant and so out of control, really. It's kind of sad that. So, my sky didn't light up like I was hoping. I will. There was a couple really good high altitude straight to ground and some intense cracks. So, but I guess that was just a pocket of it. So, I don't know. I will predict there to be a thunderstorm and hail. I hope the power doesn't go out. It's one of those funny things here in Australia. No nuclear, no coal. No nuclear, no coal. No, well, I said that wrong. No nuclear and phasing out coal. And so as we've just seen, and it happened, South Australia would be, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get yelled at, it's not what I mean, but it's the California of Australia, in that it's where the liberal sort of attitudes come from. They start there. And South Australia, for quite a while, has been pushing their money into what are erroneously called renewables. Green energy, it's free. Why is that so funny? Anyway, the United States has just been kicked fair in the arse. You know, the poor state of Texas, the oil state. Yeah, man, it doesn't make any sense. And so this country is going, they produce, I'm going to say it this way, the world's best coal. And they have huge, vast reserves of it. But they won't use it. So coal is bad, and no new coal-fired stations are planned, and they're being discussed. But old stations are being shut down. So the hope and dreams of electricity, power, energy. You know, electricity is just a form of energy. Power is what you need to make something work. So whether it's water power or wind power or pedal power, manpower has been used for a long time. Yeah. I always said in the Solomons, they never had any beasts of burden. No donkeys or mules, or even dogs weren't used to pull or carry stuff in the Solomons, because they had their women. And in the islands, you see these women with 200 weight on their back, man, and a kid. They'd put on the potatoes, they'd put on the leaf for the oven, they'd put on the bananas and the slippery cabbage and everything, and they'd pile it on their backs, and then they'd grab a kid and toss it on top and carry their bush knife and walk some miles to the garden. I did it. It was cool. So I'm going to end this. I didn't get the light show I wanted, and that's kind of okay too. But and like I say, you know, it's not what the elected official can do for you. It's how bad the other guys are and how they did it wrong. So, and until we can get to an honest sort of problem solving, because I mean, we follow the trends, the green trend. All of these things are political issues. They might not make sense. I mean, it just, you know, there's a lot of it that just simply doesn't make sense. But such it is. I'm done with that. And as soon as I turn it off, the light show will start. Cool. It's not working. I think my battery went flat. I'm going to do this then.